All right, what we got here is the Marquesa 52 speed. It's the same construction as the 22 speed and the 32 speed. So this one, the clicker doesn't work and the drag's messed up. So it's been a year since I cleaned this sucker up, so I'll show you how to take this apart and service it and put it back together. All right, you got 4 torque screws here. This cap right here, it's got 2 holes in it, so you can take this off. So I'm going to take these 4 out and slide the spool out first.
GoPro, stop recording.
All right, I got the 4 screws out. That'll slide right out like so. There's that thing. Clump of grease. Oh yeah, I don't have a clicker in there anymore. That's part of the clicker, it broke. So if I want a clicker, I'm gonna have to buy that part there, right there. We'll slide this spool off. You got 4 Phillips head screws to take this piece off. I'm gonna go there now. There we go. That piece comes right off. All right, now that screw in there is reverse threads. To loosen it, you go clockwise. All right, make sure you don't lose all these little screws. And this unscrews. And now this shaft is free, so you can slide your spool out. So here's your drag. And when the reverse, anti-reverse is under here, so when I lift this out, these guys will have to be spring loaded when you put the spool back in. That one's tight, so I probably want to grease all this up. Really dry, nasty old grease in there. I got some Lucas, what is this stuff called? Cleans and lubricates, extra duty. I don't know, it's made by Lucas Oil. Yeah, this reel needed some love. This little piece right here just sets in there. Just remember where it goes. It's got a radius to it, so you won't forget where it goes. But when you take stuff apart, take it apart in stages and set them aside in the order you take them off. That's my theory anyway. All right, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to use hot water, clean it up, and then blow dry it and put some more grease in there. Put some grease in there. Grease her up real good. Get that lower gear. If you want to take the handle off, take that torque screw off. This will pop off. This button unscrews. You have to hold the shaft underneath of it and unscrew the top button, and then the handle will lift right off. But I'm not going that far. I can grease all these gears from right up here. Get a little more grease. The drag, this is your drag right here, your drag washer, and it rides on that plate. This looks pretty clean. This bearing right here is kind of rusted on there. I'm going to pull this bearing. It just slides on. And it sits right in there. There's your drag. When you press down there, it gives you your drag. So this is the anti-reverse. Nice and lubricated and free now. So this spring fell off this one. So if you look there's a little catch piece. I'm just going to slide it over the top. Put it back in. I'm going to slide it over the top. The long tail goes right up against that. And you can see the little arm goes around there. Let me see here. This one goes that way and this one goes this way. So I have to set this down in there. And now what I've got to do is push these anti-reverse around. I'm going to reach in there with a screwdriver and move those little cogs in the direction they need to go, and look, they'll set right down in there. See that? Once you get your anti-reverse cogs in the right spot, put that inside piece, screw that on, screw it in there. That'll hold that from falling out of place. So now we got anti-reverse testing it. Anti-reverse is working. It helps to cut all the line off, or tape, put some tape around it, because I'm fighting the line. So I put a little bit of grease on my screws so that next time I take it apart, screws will come out. When you drop this piece in here, before you put the knob on, drop the drag all the way loose, and you'll see the lowest spot. This has two pins on it. I want to drop that in so that those pins are laying in the low spots, and then you can test it. Then when you drop that in, you see it moving up and down, and then I'll put this back on. This will lock it in place so that it can't move. You screw this down to where the top of that bolt is flush, and I put the screw back in there. Remember, the screw is backwards threads. So I want to turn this to where the top of that shaft comes up so I can put the screw in there. Remember, that screw is reverse threads, so it goes the other way. And this cap goes back on. All right, we're all done. This reel is about 5 years old. Look how smooth that is with a fresh grease in there. The drag's working properly. So on this one, I've already done this one. This one has clicker on it. See how loud it is. I hardly ever use the clicker, but it's pretty nice. Well, that's it. I'm just going to pull this line off, put some fresh line on it, and ready to go fishing. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. Good luck, tight lines, good fishing.